Welcome to the 2025 D2 Football Fantasy Football League. We've got all our 8 guys in here who are going to go ahead and manage teams. And yes, there is such a thing, and you're going to have a chance to watch it right now. If you're viewing this on YouTube, that's what you're tuning in for. So on the clock right now, and he's got his mic muted at the moment, is our guy Mule Man, and he's going to start. We're going top to bottom on that left-hand column, and Mule Man will start off.
We're going to go with running back L.J. Turner or Lenore Ryan.
All right. That brings up Running Cat for the number 2 overall pick. Uh-oh, we're not hearing you. You can put it in the chat if you need to. RC. He's going to take Isaiah Knowles, quarterback from Albany State. All right, that puts Wayne on the clock for pick number 3.
I'm going Jack Strand, quarterback from Moorhead.
Only 3 picks in, Wayne, and you're already getting on my nerves a little bit. Taking an SIC guy and everything. I see what you did there.
There was no way he's getting back to me with you behind me. I had to do it.
All right,
Can't change the order mid-draft, but boy, I considered it. I'm going to go with running back out of Tiffin, Ronald Blackman.
He's a good one. Had him last 2 years.
Yeah, well, did you win the last 2 years?
No, because I've been picking for the last 3 years.
All right, that brings up Habs fan for the number 5 pick.
All right, Matt, you got on my nerves. How about that? I'll take Eddie Clark out of McKendree.
Okay. All right, Fro for the number 6 pick.
Well, I really wanted Strand. I knew he wasn't going to fall to me, but I'll. How about this one for you, Whit? I'll go Kyle Waljasper, quarterback from Duluth.
Northern Sun quarterbacks, first round.
All right, you guys left me with some options here. I am going to start off with. I'm going to start off with wide receiver Flynn Sheely, Colorado Mines. And that brings up Chris for 2 picks.
I'm going to go with Brevin Caldwell, wide receiver, Johnson C. Smith. And Jet Huff, quarterback at UCO.
Ooh, I like that pick. Kind of hoping Fergie was going to get back to me, not going to lie.
All right, take these guys off here. So my 2nd round pick might be a little early for him, but I love this guy because he's got the most volume. I'm going to take running back Kyron Craggett from Seton Hill. And that brings Fro back up.
I'm going to go running back. One of the transfers, a guy that I had on my roster last year, he transferred to Catawba, Kevin Lalin. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong.
Perfect. All right, that takes us back to Habs fan.
I'll go with Central Oklahoma running back Jalen Cottrell.
couple of Central Oklahoma guys off the board this round. Matt, up for your second round pick.
I'm looking at Rashawn Bradford from Bentley, wide receiver.
I thought you were going to get me back, Whit. I'm going. I'm getting the double dip out of the way early. I'm going. Which one do I want? I'm going to go Brady Perryman, MSU Moorhead wide receiver.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a good one. All right, Running Cat, if you want to put your pick in the chat again. All right, he's taking running back Corey Harris from Permian Basin.
He is rock solid.
And that brings us to Muleman for 2 picks to take us into round 3.
Okay, let's go. Man. Okay, I'll take Joel Felder. I had him a couple years ago. I'm over at UNC Pembroke now. Kyle's been whooping my tail of late with running backs. We're loading up the running back stable here. And then I'm going to go for maybe a stretch, but I'm going for a volume guy. And Berg's probably going to laugh at me, but I'm going Trayvon Tinsley, the transfer to Virginia Union.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Mm.
Somebody's got to carry it. You never know.
That's true.
All right, we are back to Running Cat for his 3rd round pick. He's going to take running back Landon Walker from Colorado Mines.
He's real solid too.
I feel like you guys are catching on to my running back strategy.
We adjust year after year.
All right, Wayne up for his 3rd round pick.
I'm going running back. Which one do I want? How about Jordan Sullins, Carson Newman?
All right, and Matt is now up.
Well, you guys know I can only go off the board for so long. I have to choose somebody who's not going to be on the grid here, Clee.
All
I'm
right.
going to go Minnesota State Mankato running back Sam Backer.
I think this is the 2nd year you've taken him.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have quite as many mouths to feed this year. And, yeah.
All right. Avs fan up for his 3rd round pick.
I think I'm going to take a wide receiver, Deshaun Ames out of Minnesota Duluth.
Yeah.
Right. Fro is up now.
Well, all these running backs coming off the board, I feel like I have to stay there. I'm going to go with Nebraska Kearney's Isaiah Harris.
I like that pick. That kid's
Me
He's a
quick,
nice
man.
player.
Me too.
Watched him play in Warrensburg last year. He's
Mhm.
tough, man. Runs hard.
Right. I am going to go with wide receiver Armon Harris, Clark Atlanta. And we are to Chris for back-to-back picks.
I'm going to go with quarterback Jackson Ostrowski out of Lockhaven.
It's kind of like the Jack Strand of the East.
And
All right,
then
now we're heading into round 4.
And then I don't know. I'm going to take this chance and go with Reggie Ratzlaff, round 4.
All right, could be good value there.
Mhm.
That brings it back to me, and I am going to go with running back Jordan Jackson from Emory and Henry.
Dude.
And that gets it back to Fro.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was going to take. Well, my second choice is Denham Cook from Truman State.
He's pretty good.
It was an either or on those two guys. Loading up on running backs over here.
All right, Havs fan for his 4th round pick.
I'm going to take David Wright, quarterback for Clark Atlanta.
All right, we'll see if he shows up on the if he's still with the team at some point. Now, Havs, are you aware that he's not confirmed as being on the Clark Atlanta roster yet this year? There's news that he was transferred, but we don't know where he might have transferred to or if he's returning back to Clark Atlanta. So if you don't want to make that pick, you don't have to, but we can stick with him if you want.
Well, if I can change it, I will.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Can I
Change. He's just not one we're sure.
I'll do I'll do Alex Johnson from Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. Matt, you are up.
I'm going to go with the guy who I think is going to get the next lion's share of touches in the passing game for Central Oklahoma, Ashton Schumann.
Dang.
And Running Cat had like he gave me a reaction to that pick I saw.
The old man gave you one too, because that's who
I
I
did.
had pegged up for my next one. I was like,
It wasn't a golf clap either.
All right. That brings us to Wayne for his 4th round pick.
I'll go. I had him last year. I'll go with Braden J on Harding.
Forever the yards per carry leader.
Yeah, no doubt. 10 per carry.
Okay, that takes us to Running Cat. He is taken Jackson Overton, wide receiver, Truman State.
Yeah.
And that takes us to Muleman for 2 picks.
all right, let's go. Let's go. Gage Florence, Moorhead.
Rock solid.
Volume catches, hopefully a few more touchdowns this year, but he has been solid.
Right.
And then we're gonna go under center here, and I'm gonna go with. Gosh, who do I want? Who do I want? I'm gonna go with Drew Nash, Western Colorado.
Pretty solid too.
That's a good pick. That's a good value.
All right, back to Running Cat for his next pick. And he's going to take running back Brandon Hall from Missouri Western.
If he can stay healthy, he's a something. I'm going to see him in week 1 at Augustana.
Yeah, based on a fantasy points per game, he was the number 2 returner. He just only played 4 games last year in the regular season. All right, that takes us to Wayne for his 5th pick.
I'm debating on going another NSIC guy, but I don't want to with Whit right behind me. I'm going to reach. I think I'm going to go with Corey Scott, wide receiver on West Florida.
He's got a big ceiling.
Yeah, I really like him.
Wayne, I had that one queued up, man. Nice pick.
Sorry.
And that takes us to Whit for his 5th pick.
Okay. Ooh. I'm going to go quarterback Cam Dean out of Sioux Falls.
He was one of them that I was one of those dual threat guys that I was debating on.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good ceiling himself.
Yeah.
Right. That brings up Habs fan.
I guess I'll take another wide receiver, Jamal Williams from Albany State.
Okay. State. Fro now up.
Well, I'm going to go receiver. My second choice, Wayne, besides Corey Scott, was Maurice Massey from IUP.
He was one of the 3 guys I was looking at.
He kind of looks like a dude.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's got a new quarterback this year, too.
Yeah, IUP could be a team to watch.
I'm gonna hopefully benefit from a transfer here. I am gonna take quarterback Zy McDonald, Clark Atlanta.
Is that the guy who went from Jackson State?
Yes, it is. So hopefully they keep up the volume passing they were doing last year with it. That brings up Chris for 2 picks.
Well, I need to go with a running back here, I feel like. So I'm going to go with a safe pick and go with Andrew Miller, running back at Harding.
I don't know if there could be a safer pick with the rest of the draft than that one right there.
And and then after that, I am going to go with Dimitri Litsopoulos, Ohio Dominican wide receiver.
Now he's a portal guy. Do you want to stick with that?
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mostly he's in the portal,
No,
and I don't know where he's at right now.
No, we can't do that. Cannot do that. Shoot.
Well, we would let you, Ferg. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
No, then I'll go with Jaden Cornell. Watched him play last year when he came to Winston-Salem, and they were really good wide receivers.
All right, that brings it to me for a 6th-round pick, and I am going to I'm going to go with. Why not? Let's keep riding that Moorhead train. I'll take wide receiver Madden Thorson. Can't believe they throw the ball so much. You got 3 fantasy relevant wide receivers.
I was going to say, is there any team that's getting more players taken than Moorhead?
I don't think so. All right, that brings us to Fro for his 6th-round pick.
Oh, Kyle, now you're going to make me call an audible because I didn't think anybody was going to get him. I had him last year
That's football reference there,
as
for
well. Oh, I want to stick with receiver. But the question is, who am I going to take? I'm gonna take a chance on a guy that I don't. Trent Collins from Emporia State. He's kind of the guy coming back. I don't know what they're going to do for quarterback, but they're going to throw the ball, I feel like. So I'm going to take a chance on him.
All right. Habs fan for 6th round pick.
Not sure who's going to quarterback at Central Missouri, but I think, and I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Jack Popsicle from Central Missouri.
Popsicle. Popsicle.
I think he was a Muleman pick last year, if I'm not mistaken.
He was going to be a mule man pick coming up here in a couple of picks. So well played.
All right. Witt up for his pick.
I'm going to take a guy who's getting some attention from higher levels of football, looking at his athleticism, and that's running back Hunter Patterson, West Liberty.
All right. Wayne up for 6th round pick.
Do I have two running backs already? I do have 2 running backs. Yeah. I can't use him anywhere any longer, even though I'm the running back. I am going with, is he still there? Did I miss it? Oh, no. Oh, no, he's there. I'll take Trayshawn Watson from Minnesota State, wide receiver.
Yeah. An NAI, NL, yeah, that deal. And he's got a Corvette driving around, local dealer.
Really? Nice.
Interesting. All right. That brings us to RC for his 6th pick. He is taking wide receiver Deuce Zimmerman from Western New Mexico. And that brings us back to Muleman for 2 picks.
Okay, so I think, and I know you got him down here as a running back, but I thought Jacoby Lane for Chowan was actually on the 25 roster as a wide receiver.
Good old Chowan. It's been a while.
I didn't see that they had a. Well, they do have a roster up now.
Yeah, he's number 1.
Yeah, that was just added recently because I just checked them yesterday. So yeah, and they got him listed as a wide receiver. Yeah. So he was listed as a running back last year. That's why he's.
Yeah, I know your rules, so I take him as a wide receiver.
Yep, he will be a wide receiver.
Volume catches, and
Who was the crazy quarterback from Chowan a few years back? Bryce Witt?
Bryce Witt.
Yeah,
right.
That guy was crazy good.
And then I'll take don't know a whole lot about him, but he's going to a pretty solid school in West Florida, Kendrick Watson Hogue.
Yeah, he was a great deep threat for Wayne State.
Yeah, so a little bit more depth in the wide receiver stable.
All right, back to RC for his 7th round pick. Getting into the home stretch here. And then after week 1, half of all of our rosters will be different.
Big packs.
I guess now it's after week 0.
Hey, I had one player that made it all the way through last year. Mr. Harlan Hill.
RC is taking quarterback Braden Fuller, Angelo State. I think that's a pretty good value at this point in the draft.
Yeah, Harlan Hill finalist.
All
right.
He's a really, really just nice person.
That brings us to Wayne for his 7th round pick.
I'm going to go down the list a little bit here for running back. I'm going to go Bobby Boyd Jr. from Cal, PA.
He caught my eye too, Wayne.
Sorry.
I feel like he's well. I wasn't gonna. I got some guy. I'm going off the grid the rest of the draft. I think, but you know, I can't just go play by the rules. You know.
All right. You can give us one now for your 7th round pick.
Let's go. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to take one last pick off the grid while he's still there. Evan Lovett, Minot State.
Why not? Why not?
He is their fullback, and when he gets loose after the front thing, safeties are making decisions after that. I'm going to get him.
All right. That brings us to Havspan.
Running back, Kyra Stevenson out of Ashland.
All right. Fro now up.
Yes. Trying to decide here. I'm going to go receiver Donnell Mason from Gannon, a big play guy. Hopefully he scores some more touchdowns.
Okay. And I am going, let's see. Just in case my quarterback doesn't pan out like I want him to, I am going to take quarterback Adrian Parker from Franklin Pierce. And that takes us to Chris for 2 picks.
Let's see here. Interesting. I feel like I need to start going off the grid as well here. And I
Don't
think
do
I'll
it.
do that here. Wait, what?
Don't pick the guy I want that's not on the grid. If anyone's going to get him, it's going to be you.
Well, I mean, I was going to go ahead and select running back Curtis Allen from VUU.
Don't do it.
I was actually about to just take him too.
Revenge of the bottom.
All right, and then Chris is taking us into round 8 now.
Running back Kamaro Edmonds, Johnson C. Smith.
I think Curtis Allen's going to have a huge year.
Yeah, I was looking at him just yesterday. No kidding.
Hold on, I gotta find this dude. Kamaro Edmonds. All right. All right. I am going to go with let's go Stephen Mitchell, running back from Wheeling. And that brings up Fro.
I'm going to keep it going with running back. I'm going to go with Cameron Robbins from Assumption. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. He's not confirmed. So can I retract that? Sorry, I thought I.
Yeah, he's not confirmed, but I also didn't see that he's in the portal anywhere. So it could just be that he's on the roster. Assumption doesn't have a roster posted yet. So it could be that he's on the roster. We just don't know yet. So it's up to you.
No, let's go. I like volume, guys. So I'm going to retract that pick. I'm going to go Devin Brown from Northwood.
right. Habs fans pick now.
Quarterback Andrew Edwards, Henderson State.
Dang, he was my next pick.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
Mm,
Good value.
He's rock solid.
I was surprised to see him still there.
All right. That brings up Witt.
Gonna go off the grid, I guess. Running back Ferris State, Zach Ahern.
All right. That brings up Wayne.
Oh, boy.
Clay, you knew that one right off the cuff.
I did.
Was that in your crosshairs at all or not?
No, I'm just aware of the guys who terrorize my team.
I'm going to go off the grid too and stay in Ferris State, but I'm going to go receiver Brady Rose.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
He does a little of everything. Maybe this is the year that he does a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Even odds he throws their first touchdown of the year.
All right. That takes us to Running Cat. And he has taken running back Cameron Goods from Black Hills.
Yep.
And that brings us to Muleman for 2 picks.
All right, let's go. We'll go another quarterback here. Kennedy McGill, Central Washington.
That is the epitome of a dual threat guy there.
No doubt. He might actually be run first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not even listed in the top returning passers, but he is listed in the top returning rushers.
Yeah, he had his rushing to it. He's right at 30 points a game-ish. So,
Yeah.
There's a lot of good quarterbacks still on the board. I thought I'd just point that
yeah,
out.
no doubt.
yes, there is.
The other one I might be going on a reach here, but Devin Nelson, Indy, transfer running back. Not on your sheet, I don't think.
I don't know much about him.
I don't either, other than their running back depth doesn't look all that strong. And I think he came from Kent State, and it looked like he carried the ball a little bit there. So,
And what was John Lewis last year, right?
yeah, and he's gone. So
Right.
they
Looks
brought
like he's
Lewis
from
in.
Indiana State. Is what I'm seeing.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, that may have been.
Yeah.
There was another guy, Kent State, that I was looking at, but yeah.
Now, Cleve, just to be certain, like
Yeah.
when Indy plays, they open up week 1 or week whatever it is, week 0, with an NAI opponent, Marion, local Indianapolis team as well. If you have an Indy guy, those stats count for you, or they don't.
Yeah, stats. As long as there's a box score after the game, the stats are kept no matter
Okay.
who the opponent is.
I just want to make certain. So yeah,
Yeah. that's
looking
what
out
it's
for
been
everybody
at.
there.
The only time we have any issues is when they play kind of those borderline fake schools.
Yeah.
And sometimes-
LinkedIn or somebody,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I get you.
All right, that brings us to Running Cat again. Now, RC, he's a guy who was in the portal. We don't know where he's at right now. So, do you want to stick with him, or do you want to take a guy who's confirmed? He's going to go with someone else. He is going to take running back Jeremiah Davis from Henderson. And that brings us to Wayne.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't paying attention. I like a guy who scored touchdowns. I'm gonna go with I don't know if I say his name right, but Anthony Guercio from Clarion. I got 2 P-stack running backs in my backfield.
Yeah, he gets a lot of yards.
What's that?
He gets a lot of yards. He's really sneaky.
Yeah.
All right, that takes us to Whit.
Whit's been eyeing up quarterback quite a bit. And it's hard not to feel pretty safe with Gavin Suka from UIndy.
I can't believe he's still there.
Yeah, I can't pass him up here. I got to take him here.
All right, that brings us to Habs fan.
I'm going to go off the board, and I'm going to take quarterback Jack Turner from A&M Kingsville.
They're going to throw quite a bit, aren't they?
That's the plan. When Coach Parr was at West Texas, they threw it all over the place.
Yeah, when I saw he did a media day thing that ended up just a 5-minute deal that ended up on YouTube. And I got the impression that they were going to be real ready to throw the ball.
That brings us to Fro for his 9th pick.
Well, I'm going to keep the string of quarterbacks going. Suckup got my attention, but I think I want to go with I drafted his receiver earlier, Matthew Reevy, that transferred to IUP.
Yeah, I've been looking at him for a while. If they have a new OC there, former player, why am I forgetting his name? His brother is the head coach for the Indiana Hoosiers. Anyway, I'm curious to see if they get a little more pass happy instead of more I formation.
That brings it to me, and just want to make sure this guy is still listed at this position. I'm gonna take a mule man special here, and I'm taking wide receiver Malachi Brown from Shepherd.
Oh. Running back, right?
His main stats are as a running back, but he's listed as a wide receiver for the 3rd year in a row.
Okay.
I was going to say, if there's ever a guy that could be both.
So I will take him as my wide receiver. That brings up Chris for 2 picks.
I don't think this person's been taken off. Ethan Champney.
He is available.
I like that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, he got dinged up last year, but yeah.
All right, and Chris is taking us into the final round now.
Ooh, this one's a little harder. Well, I guess I'll just choose somebody who's decent here. Let's see here. Oh, this is tough. I will go with Jerry Griffin Batchelder from Bloomsburg. Chuck will be pleased.
I say Chuck is so happy.
Right. Brings me to my final pick, and I'm gonna go with running back DJ Brown from Southeastern Oklahoma. And that takes it to Fro for his final pick.
Well, I haven't got a chance to show it off. I guess you can't really see it on my, but I am sporting the Brandon Meisner D2 shirt here
Nice.
for the draft. And with that, I'm going to go off the board and take a Bearcat. And I'm going to go with wide receiver Edwin Nash from Northwest, a transfer from K-State that I hope is going to be good.
I like it. Little wild card 10th round pick.
That's for your boy Dykstra. They're Whit.
Oh, he's my boy now. Okay.
Well, your co-host, your MIAA Weekly co-host.
He and I will be sharing sideline space or fighting over it for that matter in Mankato.
All right, that brings us to Havspan for his final pick.
Running back J.D. Younger from IUP.
All right, and that takes us to Whit.
Well, you guys know I got to go off the grid again. I've been pretty well behaved this draft. I thought I'd point that out. But University of Sioux Falls should be what I think will be their number one target at the slot. Hank Brown at University of Sioux Falls, number one.
All right, takes us to Wayne.
I hope I don't have to use him at all this year because that means my first round went to garbage. But I'm going. I don't think he's on there, but I'm going Carson Gulker in case he's back to a 30 touchdown bulldozer into the end zone kind of guy. Thursday.
That's a good option. All right, Running Cat for his final pick, and then after that we'll have Mule Man to finish. Gosh, Run Cat's taken guy not on the sheet, wide receiver Samaje Featherstone, Central Washington.
That was a deep cut.
Well, Run Cat is our Central Washington expert.
I know it.
He knows what he's doing. That brings us to Mule Man to finish our draft off.
He didn't like my quarterback pick of McGill.
He stole his guy.
I stole his guy. Okay, so we're going to close it out with Mule Man taking a mule, and I have no idea of that wide receiver room other than Pospisil, but we're going to see if one of the new guys, Jake Weber, can get some targets.
Northwest transfer, right?
Yes, sir.
He's a good dude, good person, great kid, fantastic family.
Good.
All right, that finishes up our draft. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but hopefully everyone had fun and all of our picks make it through the entire season.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun.
Heck yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Kyle, thanks for pulling it all together, man. That spreadsheet, there's a lot of work there with the portal.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle.
Yes.
I did my best. Next year, you might all have to do your own research.
Well, that's the way I
Everyone
used to
fends
do
for
it.
themselves. Boy, we would have all eyes on the Elite 100 at that point.
With the first round, I'm going to take this Elite 100.
Yeah. Be like, Whit said he's playing for them. So, but
Yeah, because I tell you what, I thought checking rosters in early to mid-August would be safe, and it's not.
yeah, this is more the movement than we've seen in a while. But well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the recording here in a moment. Clea, are we all good on here?
We are all set.
Under an hour. Just thought I'd point that on out. Well, thanks guys for everybody attending. We're gonna go ahead and turn it off now.